Do you think space is a good business? There's only a few different space companies out there, so to get at that question, let's dissect one of them and look at their P&L, which is short for their profit and loss statement. This will show you how much they earned or lost in a year. Rocket Lab really has two businesses: launching actual rockets for customers and selling space hardware to customers, such as parts for satellites. And interestingly, the hardware business does about twice as much revenue as the launch business does. The rocket launch business did about $146 million in revenue in 2024, while the space business did about $290 million in revenue. So Rocket Lab's overall revenue in 2024 was $436 million. The cost of providing this revenue, think of the warehouses, the metal in the rocket, or the engineers that they hire, was about $626 million.
Stage 1 propulsion.
So if you're counting at home, Rocket Lab lost around $190 million in 2024. So you might ask, how much trouble is this business in? Well, two reasons why it's not as simple as it seems. First is it's likely a portion of that $190 million loss is for future growth. For example, they're developing a larger rocket called the Neutron, and there are a lot of upfront costs to that will theoretically pay out over the long term. The other reason is that the stock price is still pretty high, which means that they can use that stock to raise more money to cover those losses. If the stock price goes down, though, then of course they'll have a serious issue. That's one danger of running losses, is that you're reliant upon the willingness of investors to continually fund your business. I personally don't have a super strong opinion on them as an investor, but any rocket company is obviously going to be highly risky. However, I do admire them because they are the real deal when it comes to rocket launches. They've done lots of successful real launches and they know their stuff.